Good morning, everyone. So textiles is quite big in Pakistan, as you can see. We have 2% of the world textile market, and there are around 5,000 production units in Pakistan, and most of them are vertically integrated, from fiber to finished product. I think after China and maybe India, the biggest vertical integration in textiles, you will find it in Pakistan. Of course, for our economy, it is also very important. 20% of our total workforce is involved if we consider the whole value chain. We have around 15 million workers in textiles, and this is one of the areas in the industry where we have sufficient skill levels to cater for the complete value chain of the market. We have a huge population. The population of Pakistan is around 205 million. So, of course, this industry is also one of major livelihood providers in Pakistan. One of our strengths is cotton. We are the fourth largest producer and the third largest consumer of cotton. So Pakistan has very good quality, low staple cotton. Our cotton is good for anything below 40 count. So we include all the value chain from the fiber, as I mentioned, to the finished goods. I would like to share some statistics on the value added, which is basically chapter 61, 62, and 63, which includes woven fabric, knitted fabric, and home textiles. Our exports of cotton and grey cloth is around 3.5 billion. And our value added, if you add up these figures, roughly $8 billion. So if we see then our exports of knitted garments, so around $2.5 billion worth of exports that we did. Our main market has always been United States. And after United States, our second biggest market is European Union. So if we see the woven value-added garments, Chapter 62 of HS Code, around $2.5 billion we exported last year. Home textiles is also one of the big export earners for us. So these are some of the brands that I personally know are sourcing from Pakistan. Of course, this is not the full exhaustive list. There are many other brands. Of course, we are also cognizant about our international commitments to multilateral institutions, our commitment to improve the lives of the textile workers, not only textile workers and other workers. The government of Pakistan is making efforts, consistent efforts, to be compliant with international conventions. We have ratified almost all the ILO conventions on labor protection. We have also ratified the other international conventions. You could see on forced labor, non-discrimination, gender, child labor. I would like to just highlight child labor because once upon a time, child labor was quite common in our part of the world. It is one of the, very good case studies how child labor was eliminated. It was basically sourcing companies like Adidas. They were procuring soccer balls at that time. So some units were using child labor. So a program was established with ILO, International Labour Organization, which was supported by Government of Pakistan, and Adidas, which was the main buyer. And I think they did a very good job. It was a collaboration between our domestic manufacturers, the buyers, the government, and international institutions. And I'm very pleased to say that we have completely eliminated child labor from our markets. So these are other conventions. Some are mostly our ILO and the UN conventions that Pakistan is compliant. One of my purpose when I got the invitation, I got very excited because I thought it would be a good opportunity to update you on one of the emerging things that is happening in Pakistan in April 11th to 14th, 2019 in Lahore, Pakistan. So it would be one of the biggest textile expos, sponsored basically by our trade promotion organization. We call it Trade Development Authority of Pakistan. If some of you are already into manufacturing, we all know that the cost of production is increasing in Vietnam, in the Greater Bay Area of Hong Kong SAR. There has been a shift in relocation of textiles to Vietnam especially. But when you compare the cost, we are still much cheaper than Vietnam, China, and the cost of production. And we also have the required workforce, skilled workforce. We have the basic ingredients to support the relocation of manufacturing. So Pakistan is also partner of mainland China under the Belt and Road. Pakistan-China Economic Corridor, which is called as, we are the biggest in the Belt and Road partners of mainland China. It is at present, there's around $62 billion worth of investments being done to improve infrastructure in Pakistan. And that includes establishment of around 40 export processing zones all over Pakistan. These export processing zones are being built by Chinese companies. And the idea is that China is thinking of relocating some of the labor-intensive manufacturing, especially that is related to textiles and cotton, to Pakistan. So out of 40 export processing zones, 2 have already been completed, and the manufacturing facilities have started emerging in those units. And we are hopeful that with the passage of time, when all these 40 export processing zones are established, it would be a good opportunity for those who are considering relocating their manufacturing to make them more competitive. The government of Pakistan also has given a very handsome package, which includes 10-year tax-free. You can bring all your inputs tax-free. There is no restrictions on repatriation of the foreign exchange from those export processing zones. I think this is, if you compare this package, it is quite a generous package as compared to the other regions. So if you're looking into joint ventures or even greenfield investments, I would request you to see this. And because Pakistan is a big country, we are the 5th most populous country in the world with the population of 200 million. Of course, 200 million people need clothes. And you can also consider Pakistan. Pakistan retail market is one of the fastest growing markets in the world right now. And we also have one of the fastest growing middle class. And our middle class is growing. They have disposable income. They want to spend money. Lot of brands are also considering, and some of them are already there. They are quite happy to be there. They're making good money, and they see future potential in focusing in the Pakistan consumer market. So feel free to get in touch with me if you need any information. I'll be glad to connect you with your counterparts from Pakistan, and I will be more than happy to share any information relating. Thank you, Jen, once again. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.